Hello everyone. Today I'd like to talk about Amazon Flex, what this job is really like, how it works, its advantages and disadvantages, and whether it's worth trying. Amazon Flex is another delivery job where you use your own vehicle. Instead of delivering food like DoorDash, you're delivering Amazon packages. You probably see Amazon's blue delivery vans every day. Those drivers usually work for Amazon's delivery partners or directly through Amazon. Amazon Flex is different. It's designed for independent contractors who use their own vehicles. You'll see people delivering in sedans, SUVs, pickup trucks, and even minivans. Some people treat Amazon Flex as a full-time job, working 5 or even 7 days a week. Others simply use it as a side hustle whenever they have free time. That's one of the biggest advantages. You choose your own schedule. Besides regular Amazon packages, Amazon also partners with Whole Foods and offers grocery deliveries in some areas. There are even medication deliveries in certain cities. But today, I'm talking specifically about standard Amazon Flex package delivery. Like Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash, Amazon shifts many of the operating costs onto independent drivers. You provide the vehicle, pay for insurance, maintenance, fuel, tires, and repairs. That saves Amazon the expense of maintaining a huge fleet of vehicles while giving you the flexibility to work whenever you want. Getting started is fairly simple. You register in the app, pass a background check, and once you're approved, Amazon usually provides you with a blue Amazon Flex safety vest. After that, you're ready to start delivering. I also noticed that experienced drivers often make their cars easier to recognize. Some use Amazon Flex magnets on their doors, while others install flashing amber safety lights. There's a good reason for that, which I'll explain in a minute. Scheduling works through the app. You usually keep an eye on available delivery blocks and reserve them before someone else does. Blocks are available early in the morning, during the afternoon, and in the evening. Some drivers only work mornings. Others combine 2 or even 3 blocks in one day. It all depends on your goals. One nice thing about Amazon Flex is that your vehicle doesn't have to be spotless like it would for rideshare driving. Nobody is riding in your car. If you're driving a sedan, you'll probably load packages into both the trunk and the back seat. Depending on the route, you might have 40 or 50 stops, sometimes even more. The delivery blocks vary in length and pay. You might see offers for $60, $110, or $120, depending on the number of hours, demand, and location. As you gain experience, you'll naturally become faster. You'll develop your own system for organizing packages, finding the correct box quickly, and moving efficiently between stops. When I was doing Amazon Flex, I usually earned somewhere between $17 and $30 per hour. Reaching the higher end required working efficiently, driving safely, minimizing downtime, and staying organized. Every delivery requires attention to detail. At each stop, you need to place the package in the correct location and usually take a photo to prove the delivery was completed. That means your phone must always have a good cellular signal and reliable internet access. Sometimes that's easier said than done. There were occasions when a property had a locked gate or a long private driveway, and I couldn't get close enough to the delivery location. The app uses GPS, and if it thinks you're too far away, it won't allow you to complete the delivery or take the required photo. When that happens, don't waste 30 or 40 minutes trying to solve the problem yourself. Call Amazon Flex support immediately. Explain the situation, and they can often complete the delivery manually from their side. Learning when to contact support instead of wasting valuable time is something that comes with experience. The pickup process at the warehouse is usually very organized. When your block begins, you'll check in using the app. It tells you exactly which aisle and which cart contains your packages. Sometimes you walk up to your cart and see it overflowing with boxes. Other times there are only a handful of packages. Interestingly, I found that a full cart wasn't necessarily bad news. When you have lots of packages, they're usually very close together. You might spend only a minute driving between houses. But when you receive only a few packages, they may be spread across a huge rural area. Instead of making many short stops, you could spend 15 minutes driving between deliveries. Those rural routes could become pretty challenging, especially before sunrise or after dark. Some roads were narrow, isolated, and completely unlit. And then there were the dogs. A few times I arrived at a property and couldn't even get out of my vehicle because several large dogs surrounded my car. The safest option was to pull up as close as possible, quickly place the package near the entrance, jump back into the car, and take the delivery photo from inside the vehicle if the app allowed it. So don't automatically assume that fewer packages mean an easier route. Sometimes the opposite is true. One type of route I really didn't enjoy was delivering to apartment buildings in uptown Charlotte. Parking can be extremely difficult. Sometimes I'd have to park 2 blocks away, carry the package through downtown, locate the correct office or apartment, and then walk all the way back to my car. Finding office suites can also be frustrating if the building directory isn't clear or the delivery instructions are incomplete. Those deliveries often took much longer than a simple residential neighborhood. If you're planning to do Amazon Flex regularly, I highly recommend using a fuel-efficient vehicle, preferably a hybrid. When I was driving my Toyota RAV4 hybrid, I averaged around 40 to 41 miles per gallon, which made a huge difference. The mileage on the car increased quickly, but fuel expenses stayed relatively low. In my opinion, a hybrid SUV is one of the best vehicles for delivery work. Here's something unusual that happened after I'd been doing Amazon Flex for several months. Occasionally, I discover an extra package in my car that wasn't listed anywhere in my route. At first, I always return those packages to the warehouse. The employees didn't seem very excited to get them back. Later, I started wondering whether these were returned or misplaced packages that somehow ended up being assigned to drivers by mistake. I never found out exactly why it happened, but every now and then you'd finish your route and realize you had one package that wasn't on your itinerary. Like every delivery job, Amazon Flex also has its downsides. The biggest one is vehicle wear and tear. Even if your fuel costs are low, you're still putting thousands of miles on your vehicle. Tires wear out faster, maintenance becomes more frequent, and depreciation adds up over time. Safety is another important consideration. Some deliveries require stopping on busy roads where traffic is moving quickly. That's why I think it's worth making your vehicle more visible. Use reflective markings, magnetic Amazon Flex signs if they're available, or amber safety lights. Many experienced drivers do exactly that because it helps other drivers recognize that you're making frequent stops. Overall, Amazon Flex can be an excellent side hustle if you enjoy driving, working independently, and managing your own schedule. Like every gig economy job, it has advantages and disadvantages. The key is understanding both before you decide whether it's the right fit for you. Thanks for watching. If you've worked for Amazon Flex, I'd love to hear about your experience. Leave a comment below, ask your questions, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.